Alright, what turns an older woman on is very different from what turns a man on. Most guys can simply look at an attractive, sexy woman and feel turned on and attracted. However, if you want to turn a woman on, get her excited about you, and feel attracted to you, you need to stimulate her mind first. That's why in this video, I'm going to show you 5 simple words you can say to a woman to sneak into her mind and provoke deep, gut-level attraction. This type of attraction gets her excited about you almost immediately and unleashes her sexual desire for you. So pay attention and keep watching. I'm the Wise Mentor, and from here on out, every week, I'm going to give you the no BS insider info about what older women really want versus what they say they want, plus the most effective methods to win over any girl you like. So just hit that subscribe button now so you never miss a video. Here are the 5 words that turn women on and make them start thinking about sex and you as a sexual option. Word number 1. No. Believe it or not, the most attractive word that you can say to a woman is no. Why? Because it builds tension and creates a sense of challenge. Asserting personal boundaries without hesitation is an attractive quality of a very high-value man. When a woman sees that you respect yourself and are willing to turn her down, say no to her, it turns her on. But when should you say no? The answer is simple. Anytime you honestly feel that it's necessary. For example, you could say no to an unreasonable request that she makes. Maybe you just met a girl at a bar, and after speaking for like 5 seconds, she says, "Buy me a drink." A typical nice guy will do it because he's so happy to be talking to her, thinking buying a drink will win her affection. But a woman will actually be more turned on by a guy who goes, "No, we just started talking. Let's talk first, and if it goes well, maybe I'll buy you a drink, or maybe you'll buy me one." Most guys who regularly get rejected or stuck in the friend zone are those who are afraid to say no. A woman can ask for anything, and they'll say yes. She might say, "Can you help me move my furniture?" Or, "Can you drive me across town or to the airport?" And they'll say yes without the slightest hesitation because they think it means they get their chance. The problem is, when you do this, women only see you as that nice guy and nothing more. But if you say something like, "No, I'm not really in the mood to move, but I'd love to hang out with you," that's way more attractive. Next, word number 2, sexy. The word sexy creates intimacy and sexual tension. It puts sex out there, but you've got to use it in the right way and not so often. If you just met a woman or you're in the first few seconds of a date and you say, "You're so sexy," it's too much. Instead, say it when you two are back at your place after the date. Tell her how sexy she is. Or, as you get more into the date, you can start slipping the word sexy into the conversation. This one word differentiates a platonic conversation from a flirtatious one. You're not going to use the word sexy talking to somebody that you're not interested in. It's a word that signifies interest, but only when you use it in a way that's not overly aggressive. So use it to build sexual tension, then let that tension be released. Before I get to number 3, I want to tell you about one way to get a woman turned on without having to say anything at all. No words is part of this, and it's when you are rock hard. Just the feeling that a man you are with and want is turned on by you is the most arousing feeling ever, which is why I'm so excited to tell you about today's video sponsor, Joy Mode. Joy Mode makes natural, science-backed sexual wellness products for men. Joy Mode was created because the products on the market, like prescription drugs and over-the-counter gas station pills, are terrible and can hurt you in the long run. I would much rather that you take a supplement designed to spice things up naturally rather than a prescription drug that can have harmful effects down the road. Whether you're happy or unhappy with your performance in the bedroom, why not perform even better? Up your game. Joy Mode's Sexual Performance Booster is like a pre-workout but for sex. You take it anywhere from 45 minutes to 5 hours before you have sex, and you can expect to get one of your best erections ever. So if you want to spice things up in the bedroom and boost your sexual performance and do it naturally without nasty prescription drugs, then give Joy Mode a try. Please go to usejoymode.com/Marn or enter Marn at checkout for 20% off your first order. That is usejoymode.com/Marn for 20% off your first order. Thank you, Joy Mode, for sponsoring today's video and helping all your penises out. Let's get into this again. Word number 3, trouble. Trouble is a fun word, and one of the things that turns women on is playfulness and flirtation. Back in college, A lot of my friends had a crush on a girlfriend of mine named Macy. This one guy named Harry asked her out one day, but none of her expected him to get her, to be honest. But guess what? Not only did he get her, but they dated throughout college. One of the things he did with her early on was give her the nickname Trouble, and he would always call her that. That worked because it's a little challenging and a little playful, right? It also signifies a you and me vibe because this was kind of like their inside joke, exclusive to them. You can steal this trick too. If you've been talking to a woman for a minute or two, just tell her, you know what? I'm going to call you Trouble. You seem like you're trouble, with a smirk on your face. She's going to say, why? Why would you call me that? And you can reply with, well, the way you walk or the way you just flipped your hair. Make up any reason. It doesn't really matter what the reason is. Then bring it home with, I can just tell you're trouble. It creates that sense of flirtation, playfulness, and intimacy that is just exciting for women. Word number 4, little. In evolutionary psychology, men are seen as dominant, big, strong, and masculine, while women are smaller, softer, and daintier. Of course, in the workforce, women are equal to men and should be treated as such. But in the world of courtship and intimacy, nearly all women enjoy taking on the feminine and girly role. We might not need a man to protect her, but we enjoy having it because it builds feelings of comfort and desire. This leads to feelings of intimacy. That's why calling a woman little will stimulate her if you say it in a flirtatious way. You're so little. You're such a cute little girl. It creates that intimacy. It's an innocent word that creates a very flirtatious undertone. And finally, word number 5, friend. Yep, you heard me right. Believe it or not, this is a word that can actually help you attract women. I know you don't want to hear this word, but women like hearing this word. Here's why. Women like a sense of challenge, especially beautiful women who get a lot of attention from men who want to be with them. In order to pose a challenge to her, you want her to second-guess if you're really attracted to her or not, right? You want her to think, what does this guy think of me? Does he like me? What does he want? Is he attracted? Let's say you're doing all these other things. You've told her no, you've used the word sexy, you've nicknamed her Trouble, and called her little. Now there's a flirtatious vibe going on between the two of you, and then you throw in the word friend. Let's say you're about to meet up with some other people. You tell her, you're such a cool friend. I've got to introduce you to somebody. Right now, her mind is like, wait, he's been calling me sexy, and they have this vibe. He's called me Trouble, and now he says I'm just a friend. That sudden twist is an attraction trigger for women. It creates a mental challenge, a hurdle for them. Anytime you introduce a challenge, you capture her attention for a little bit longer. In fact, think about it. Have you ever had things go really well with a woman? Like she's flirting with you, and you're having a good time, when all of a sudden she throws in that word, friend, towards you? Doesn't it draw you in even more? Doesn't it pique your interest? Doesn't it make you wonder, what's going on here? If it works on you, it's going to work on her. The only caveat is this: use it as sparingly as possible. Sometimes all it takes is one time, maybe twice, to really get into her head. But if you do it more than that, then she might just buy into the idea that you're genuinely not interested in her, and that's not what you want. So use it once, maximum twice, just to throw her off a little bit, then you can continue. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more great content. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. We love hearing from you, so leave a comment below with your thoughts, questions, or any topics you'd like us to cover next. And if you want to dive deeper into our exclusive tips and resources, until next time, stay confident and keep shining.